Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, February 22nd. What's going on? How's it going? How was your week? Are you having a good one? Oh, that's good. Everybody back east and in the Midwest and out in Texas. Woo! Everybody out in Texas got their fucking horses frozen. Is that what happened? Jesus Christ. Texas is hilarious, man. I love that they have their own grid. I know that it didn't work out, you know what I mean? But I like what they're doing out there. You know, I guess there's the East Coast grid, the West Coast grid, and the Texas grid. They were just like, fuck you, we're having our own electricity, all right? You know? And like most people, when they're working it out, you know, there's going to be a little bugs. But you wait someday when some terrorist comes over here and pisses on some fucking transformer out in the East Coast and nobody has power, right? And another one does it out in the West and they think they got the whole fucking country, but Texas will still be up and running. If their pops ain't froze over, they're still going to be up and running, and that's going to be it. And they're going to have a two-pronged attack. You send half your crazy fucking Texans with their AR-15s and their fucking cattle prodders to the east, and the other half out to the west, and they'll fucking settle it. Right? Then all the liberal Larrys on the coast are going to have to sit there and be like, you know what? Okay, so like, yeah, I mean, I guess AR-15s and cattle prods can work in certain situations. But I just want to say for me that when that guy peed on the transformer, I was in the middle of a Botox meeting. Anyway, shout out to anybody in fucking. I'm gonna shout. This is a shout out right now to the real men and women in Texas right now who can actually listen to this, because there's a lot of people that go to Texas, right? They go out there, they buy a pickup truck and some cowboy boots. They start walking the walk, right? Listening to country music, a little fucking dip between the cheek and gum, right? They're not about it. They don't know how to round up some fucking rattlesnake, split it down its belly, cook that fucker. If you're listening right now and you're in Texas, you were smart enough to get a backup generator. You know, I'm not talking to the people sitting in a car right now with fucking earmuffs on, you know, with their car plugged in, you know, charging off their car. I'm not talking about that shit. I'm not talking about you people. I'm talking about the real Texans who can trace their bloodlines back to Sam Houston. Anyways, I'm just fucking around. That's a shit situation out there. So hopefully, you know, actually, well, someday they're going to look back on it. Probably someday soon. I would say would be July. They're going to look back. Remember when it was freezing out? You know, as opposed to having your balls melting into your thigh. Yeah. Texas. Crazy weather in Texas. Reptiles and everything. It's not for the faint of heart. And I love that state. That's my last tour. Last place I toured in. Dallas, Austin, and Houston. And I had a great fucking time. College football's big out there. So I hope your pipes get unfrozen soon. All right. Old Freckles got some energy this week. I did some shows. I'm recording this thing right before the Bruins versus the fucking Flyers in Lake Tahoe. I wonder if Michael Corleone's going to go there. I don't like you people out here with your greasy hair and your oily skin. Godfather 2, isn't that where they were at? Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe. You know, I was thinking, you know, with all this crazy weather, global warming and all of that shit, you know, someday when I get older, you know, if I live long enough to have grandkids, I figure I got to live to be like 90 for that, you know. I'll say shit like, not 90. If I can make it into my 80s, I think I can do it. And I'll be like, hey, remember when I was a kid, you could play hockey outside. It'd get so cold, the water would freeze. What does frozen water look like, Grandpa? Hey, you wouldn't believe it if I told you. And you could stand on it? You could skate on it. Cross-check your friend in the teeth and say, I'm sorry I didn't see you. And at that point, boop, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, some fucking robot will come in, bringing some fucking liquid food. Really, Bill, in the future, is the robot still going to be like, boop, 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 beep, boop, boop? In my world, it is. Fuck you guys. Do you really come on this podcast for the production value? All right? No green screens here, man. Just pure uncut ignorance. Let's plow ahead. Bruins lost to the Devils the other night. Devils, strong team as always. You know, they got Lindy Ruff behind the bench. As Joe Bartnick says from the great Puck Off podcast, you get Lindy Ruff, immediately turns the teams around. You're going to get an extra 15, 20 wins a year. Okay? The man knows how to fucking get a team together. So, they dominated the first two periods. Then, as always, Bruins, best third period team in the NHL, at least from what I've seen. And I've only watched the Bruins, so I'm sticking with it. I think it was 2-0. Then they came back and we made it 2-1, I believe. I think we lost 2-1, or was it 3-2? I don't remember. It was a few days ago. And I kind of was coming home late night to watch the games. Celtics beat up the fucking Hawks. That was nice. Took that one early. 33 or 32 points in the first two quarters. Was liking that. I think we play them again, maybe tonight. I'm not sure. But I just tape all the shit, and then after everybody goes to bed, I go through the game, having a great fucking time.